EPA will be the son of me, the for people. I was just going, I just want to tell you the mic, yes,
The rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. How will you give the rescue? You not giving the people what they want, and you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue, the people they're not like you. You say you coming to rescue your people. Oh, that's why you tell us. You giving claims, so you giving me the hero for your experience. But why you for us? So why the respect not stable? No job, no food, no food on the table. No just for the poor. Once you not get no money, rest and show your kids can go. No opportunity for the youth. Say to help people, the breaking poverty on the youth. Tell me why the people vote you for. You treating the people as to say you not love. It's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. That will you give the rescue? You're not giving the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, it's a rescue. The people say not like you. You say you was going to change things, but we're not seeing changes. Promises you made on your rescue team. We're not seeing changes. You made the whole country divided into two. CDC and Unity Party, they can't conclude. You downsizing, you wish counting. Now when they do for the Liberian people suffering, you downsizing, you wish counting. Now when they do for the Liberian people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You and your rescue team. I said, oh, it's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. Now who you give the rescue? You're not giving the people what they want. So you give the rescue. Let me ask you, it's a rescue. The people say not like you. Now when the devil be ready to go suffering. Tell me who you rather rescue now. You and your rescue team. I said, oh, it's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. How you give the rescue? You're not giving the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue. The people say not like you.
Okay. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and a pleasant welcome to Freedom Hub on 87.9.
Promises you made on your rescue team.
This is the official voice of Freedom Communications Incorporated. My name is Khan Oliver Khan. I, Jerome Roosevelt, and Princess Alexa Vanja Colley. Will be here today till 6 o'clock. We're going to be bringing you all of what you need to know about your country, Liberia, specifically from the Soloma crossing point, Foya Statutory District, Lofa County. We're going to be bringing you the Liberian government's official statement regarding the situation at our borders with Guinea in the Soloma area in Lofa County.
They can't conclude.
There were a couple decisions taken by the Liberian government over the period. We will talk about it. We'll talk about some of the decisions. Alexa will pull out the Ministry of Information latest release on the Makona crossing point situation. There are too many things that we uncovered during the course of the week, and thankfully the Liberian government was able to confirm most of what we've been saying. On the flip side of issues, Senator Darius Delon was booed at the Liberian capital a couple of days ago when he attempted to join anti-rape rally up the capital. When he appeared, the people said, "Boo! We don't want to see you here. Boo, Senator Delon."
Tell me who you rather give the rescue now.
In the minds of the protesters, they were like, "Hey, Mr. Delon, you sat here, you said nothing when a case of sodomy came up against a serious agent of the NSA. You did nothing."
Mr.
Delon, you were very quiet. We were very quiet when accusation came up that is a certain minister allegedly raped a 13-year-old girl.
Mr. Rescue.
Apparently, they were trying to remind Senator Delon that you were so quiet on too many of the rape issues in the country and domestic violence issues.
I just want to ask you one question. Now, will you give the rest?
We will not allow you to eat show on our peaceful protest we are having. So maybe that could be the message you were sending to him. But we played the audio. We played the audio where they were booing him.
But we're not seeing chiches.
But one thing that we know is that Senator Delon cannot get shamed. So I mean, with all the booing, he will not get shamed, but he will be embarrassed. Yes, you will find the difference between shame and embarrassed. We will take a break. When we come back, we'll bring you the rest of the conversation. But before then, we will have our sponsors talk to us. Crime Stoppers Liberia. We're also going to be having Win Liberia here on the platform. So Marvis will continue giving you money like DJ Hero started this morning. All you need to do is to play by dialing star 255 star 1 hash, or better still, star 255 star 7 hash for Orange and star 255 star 1 hash for Lone Star Cell MTN. We will take a break. When we come back, we'll bring you the rest of the conversation.
Crime Stopper Liberia is a community crime fighting program. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Simon.
Crime Stopper, people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, people are saving, stopping crime for all your home. Crime Stopper, people bringing safety to your door. Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior.
Okay, so welcome back to the program Freedom Hub 87.9. Alexa, Jerome, welcome.
Hi.
Alexa,
Hello.
I haven't seen Alexa since the war.
Oh my God.
They opened your room. You know when one party,
I was telling you.
when one party they can block one side, or they call for peace talk, then they open the room.
I'm putting from away because the road was blocked. But at least, thank God, we're here. At least there has been a ceasefire.
Oh yeah.
So we have reunited.
There was temporary fire. But broke the ball legs. Put bullet in your tire.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I mean, since I don't want to say since the war. Sorry.
Why you took the water and everything? Yesterday we still water. We eat water.
Even that be
no, but wait, when the last time somebody packed the load from the village to go to another village?
22 years ago.
So what are people doing to Solomon Township?
They were just testing water.
Testing water. People running away from their lives. Just testing water. People can be starting running away from their
They were just testing water. And then no Liberians. They fought too scary in the country all over.
Don't say scary.
No.
We saw what the war did.
No, I didn't expect.
Don't do it, bro.
Look, listen now. I just been real. I just didn't expect
that people will be afraid of.
Yeah.
No,
I
bro.
mean, something gotta get used
No,
to you.
listen. There's something you're missing out on. From 2003, when the late Judy Bryant, I said
If I just let because yesterday you mentioned I know I didn't maybe Leonard.
No, I mean, don't do that. Don't do that, man. I mean, the late Judy Bryant, I mean, he became the interim president of our country and started the process of peace building. Unfortunately, when he got sick, President Waka and Malaselif could not say in the good hospital he died. You know, unlike George Weah, who took Joe Baga to the hospital and today he's living. But President Baga was vice president, could not care Judy Bryant any good hospital. I still miss Judy Bryant to today's date because he's the latest head of state we have had from our county, Maryland.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Joe Baga was vice president. The man was sick. The man who brought peace to the country before he became vice president. The man was sick on a wash as vice president. His wife was controlling the humanitarian arm of the government, the group of 77. They would have gone to the place, put money in the budget, they would have gone to the place and
And one of the things he said, everybody that works within this, government will leave. He was telling people.
No, so
that was the issue of the peace.
So the truth of the matter, the man
he was surely concerned about the peace.
Judy Bryant lived up to his part of the commitment.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, we had a VP Baga sitting as vice president. The man got sick. The man died. He could not even care. The man to Google hospital. The man died at JFK.
I can see good in people.
I mean, the same thing. The same thing happened to Moses Blah, the late president. Yeah. Moses Blah was sitting right at Joe Baga was vice president. Could not send Moses Blah to Ghana. Just Ghana. Send Moses Blah Ghana. Joey, I just sent John Colley in Ghana to go to do hospital thing. Yeah. You vice president, the former vice president, and subsequently, former president Moses Blah was sick. Moses Blah got down JFK. Yeah. President Baga was sick here when Joey was president. Joey said, I care. We can't wait for the man to go sit on JFK. No. We were flying to America. We were taking the Rhode Island and do all this other treatment. Yeah. But that's it. That's how it is. That's why it is.
I don't know if he was fortunate.
But that was not the conversation. That was not the conversation. He was not fortunate.
I'm talking about Baga.
Yeah, Baga was fortunate. He was fortunate to have had a leader who was compassionate, a leader who is not vindictive. Other leaders would have said, "What if myself contested in 2017? Yeah, and he came second.
And he is my opponent,
my major rival."
Yeah,
weaker leader would have said, "Well, if Labyrinth wouldn't want me, they will go set up Baga. What the way in second, I'm gonna go pay the hospital bill. Let me lead the man. We'll do stuff in there." Yeah. But we have said no. I mean, even against some of the opinions of other people in his political parties, but leader, already sick with the man. He said, "No, I'll treat that man. I'll treat the old man. He won't beat me. 2023, they ain't beat me. Yeah. But I will treat him. I'll carry him hospital. Yeah, ain't treat that man."
And American Army would say, "Don't wound a man and let him go."
Oh no.
Yeah, but don't wound a man and let him
go.
No.
So it doesn't apply here because President we have to wound him.
No, I'm just saying, like we say here. The man who is your opponent, your main challenger, so in some capacity, you're not going to help him. Yeah, so when the person bounces back, and what we saw today now, the man telling the man, you can't part to the certain place, you can't part to the certain place. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So it's just a test. It is not in your experience.
It is not in your role to determine how other person will behave. What you can
what people can have advantage.
Yeah. So what I mean, what you have control over is what you can do from your heart.
Yeah.
So how the other person going to receive what you do for them, it's up to them. So I can get you water, Jerome.
Yeah.
I cannot demand that you tell me thank you. I cannot demand that you go outside there and give another person water when you do have. But what I can do is to see you thirsty and say, let me give you water. For you to have the conscience to say thank you.
Yeah.
Or the day you go outside and somebody else is in need of water to get the water, it's left with you. Who gave you the water first? I cannot determine.
But you will still go to Princess and say, Princess, just imagine with Jeremiah getting water, you not even tell me thank you. That's the procedure of life, Oliver.
No, so I agree.
That's the procedure.
So at that level, you are only expressing how
what should be done.
No, how you are feeling at that level, but you are not telling Jerome to go and do it. You want to tell him, Princess, say, look at Oliver getting water when you're testing.
Yeah.
But now
you say thank you.
Yeah, but you're not going to tell Oliver, say, my man, I gave you water, so you got to give me water. No, it is.
I understand you. Yeah. I understand.
So to the main issue, I was just saying to you, it's been 2000, Alexa, 2004, no, 2003, 2023, that's 20 years.
So that 22 years. We haven't reached August, so it's 22.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So 22 years, technically 23 years. We're already in 2026. Yeah, 23 years of peace, uninterrupted peace. You were asking, Alexa, before we go to the main topic, right? You were asking as to why, are people afraid, right?
No, I'm not asking. I'm saying something. I was shocked. I was shocked.
Fine. You were shocked as to why people are afraid. And I'm saying, don't be shocked because we have had 23 years of uninterrupted peace. Not because within the period of 23 years we did not have things that could make us go for a war. No, we have multiple.
Mm-hmm.
You hear me? Yeah. We have multiple things that could make us go for a war. But for 23 years we kept our ground in this country, regardless of whatever the case is. You know, there was a time where the CDC at the headquarters, November 7th, military people went there, gunned down partisans, underdeclared the number of people who they killed. Like you killed 10 person, you see that only 1 person died. What's up?
You know what I love you for?
Why you
mention the place? I used to be to my lady to the army place.
Okay.
So the guys that we used to lecture. So on that day, Lawrence heard the first gun. So Lawrence said, Jehu, can't at that time he was to King's FM. So he said, come and take over, Jehu. I said, what happened? He said, Pierre just announced that the government has fired the first gun, live bullet. So I said, go sit down with his studio. I go in there. So when I went to
the headquarters,
the party headquarters, I met some army soldiers right to Orion Johnson there. They were there, and some of the staff, they saw me. The moon a minute saw me, they not come you. The next day when I went you just mentioned I'll be to my man. So the next time I come in, the next time I went to the headquarters, all the men. You must be careful with it, man. You be careful with it.
So the point is at that moment, a lot of folks felt the peace that was just young at the time. Mm-hmm. I mean, from 2003 to 2011. Yeah, that was less than 12 years. I mean, less than 8 years. Because 2006, 2011, that's 6 years. Then you have the 3 years. So less than 8 years, or maybe 9 years or so. The peace was still young. At that level, Liberians managed to keep it together. And all thanks to one man who they can always cause, Judge Weah. All the political leaders would have said, no, I mean, one more can come to my party headquarters and kill my people there and miss me with gun. Yeah. But they let Papi Solo. You see what President Weah always go to Papi Solo, grave and stuff. I mean, that's what it is. Papi Solo stood in the gap. Stood in the gap and he died for the cause and thing. All the political leaders would have said, what? So when they let the fire, we'll blow the fire. But he kept it ongoing. And there were other things that happened. And the latest one has to do with the 2023 elections. You actually, you were saying why you're shocked. Yeah, you're shocked that Liberians are still afraid. Yeah. We went to elections and 20,500 vote difference. I just did the reconciliation for NEC, results. Mm-hmm. A certain government lost election by 20,500 vote difference, and the president did not wait for the election commission to say, this is the result. He conceded. That was the biggest miracle that we already ever experienced in post-war Liberia. That was the biggest miracle. Because in normal African leadership,
were hijacked.
No, especially with that kind of low margin, they would have hijacked it.
Yeah.
And hijacking it, what Joe Baga said now, that would be the end of Liberia, right? Yeah, and I keep seeing some men say, 20 and I will cheat. I say, yeah, so that only you alone how to end Liberia. I'll try it.
You see that
So I mean, I'm saying to you, God saved the country from that particular issue. And away from God, we should also thank this man who people are causing again for nothing. Because we had all of the capacity. The chief was out now. He was out of 1 minute. The commander in chief will work and say, you got dismissed today. Remember, say right in the barrier, beginning to disarm you. Or the beginning to disarm you to jail you. What new chief was out there? You want Africa? Disarm you, jail you. Oh, you're talking to the commander in chief of the armed forces now. He had all that authority. We are still president until January 22 and take over to what they call. So he could decide to say, look, the result, I ain't got time for it. I would declare myself. But you know what would have happened? There would be casualty. Maybe by this time, maybe by the time maybe we all on the radio kind of game. Maybe but through all of the tech and things, Alexa, at the end of the day, the country is where we are. And some of the reason why we managed to sail through is because of the horrible experiences we have. And that's why when you hear people say, people are afraid.
Okay.
People are afraid. When was the last time you had to say, let's go free for food, let's go do the what I want, do be dodging this and that. We poor, we broke, we hungry, but we are not. We happy. You can walk from here, open sense, I'll call you to your office. Oh man, Jerome, come, I got you on 20. And you can walk there, nobody can ask you what trap?
Yeah. Slipper for
business unless I respect you, take a slipper. Nobody said that to you. And that's why Liberians are very cautious. Not that we are scary, not that we're okay. Maybe scary could not be the word.
Even if we're scared, our fear is justified.
Good.
You know?
Good.
Magu?
Yeah.
No, I can't give for you.
I admire the justification. You know,
it is.
Yeah.
And the truth is not because we are cowards, but because we know what war is. You know, sometimes, Cherry, we know the consequences of a particular situation. They tend to play like it's more Cherry. It's what fire not burn here. You can see fire like the plater. They will see fire the plater until when the fire. Yeah, you know, spark them, and then they say, "Oh, they think they not play talk, they not joke." So yeah, you can understand why our neighbors, the Guineans, are doing what they're doing.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just like I said yesterday. I'm just sure of this peace, of this divine peace, and just believe that nothing will happen.
Yeah, Reverend.
Yeah, so maybe that's all. But
they were fighting talking and church the other day. Were looking for you to, but again. I guess we're going to have a lot to talk about. But what happened, or I don't know if it is still ongoing because people are still feeling some type of way.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it.
We're gonna talk about it. But again, there are people who are traumatized from the war. I did not experience war because I was,
unborn.
No.
Oh, okay.
The other one out 2003.
2003.
But I was small.
Okay.
So I don't know what happened when that happened. Okay. But I have listened to people's stories, and when you watch, don't spoil it. When you watch,
why you
no, just go ahead. Let's
move forward. No. I'm not protected on the page.
No, you are protected.
I'm not too.
You are. Go ahead.
What you want to say to me, Papa?
Nothing. I mean, the people listening to us, they have not heard me say anything. You know, I mean, you would have said you were small 2003, and that's why I just shaking my head.
She was. And I can defend that. Go ahead.
So, in case you guys don't listen to me here again, it's because of Oliver and Ajiro. I will resign. But anyways, people are traumatized from the war they experienced, right? I mean, I have experienced it because I don't know what happened on a personal experience. But we have listened to stories. We have seen, different videos.
It was terrible.
Of what happened. So it was a very, very unfortunate, really experience. So when you see people are running, it is because they're traumatized and they're just thinking about what if this is repeated, what exactly are we going to do? So since we're used to running under bullets, maybe we should start now.
Yep.
So it is like,
so we don't get caught up in the in the crossfire.
So the sooner we start, the better it is for us. So I think that's why they were trying to do that.
And even people in Monrovia who are not at the border, like I said yesterday, Jerome, on the show, a sister of mine called me. Oliver, do you think we're good? I said, why? She said, because I want to get my ticket to go to London.
You see?
Yeah, she told me that. And I was like, why you want to be able to go to London? She said, no, because I got no patience. I got no, because you know why? No, let me say this to you. You know what more people are afraid? Look, this is the most dangerous part of our existence as a country. I'm sorry to say, but this is the worst time we have had as a country.
The division is close.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's it right there.
Very close.
The country is heavily divided. Why do you think people playing fun with the war issue sorry about it, the border situation? Why do you think people playing fun out of it in the country? Go on Facebook. Comedians are playing fun. The other comedians are they can
for
speak
the benefit of the war. You can better refer to me as
this and that. I don't want to speak in Chinese. This is my land, Jimmy. This is my land. You don't have right. You see people playing fun out of it.
Oh my word.
The reason is because look, this is the first time we see the country is under attack. Whether you like it or not, the fact that people came with guns. You saw the guns the Guineans had. All of their magazines were either triple or double.
Like there's just no joke about.
Jerome, you're a pastor.
I mean, I'm not pastor.
Okay, during the war, when you see a man with the rifle loaded with scotch tape, so one is in it. Then you got two,
maybe GTD, maybe Beretta, maybe AK-47.
So you got one magazine already sitting in the rifle. Then you got 3 extra. And on the average, are 32 rounds.
Yeah.
So you got 32, 32, 32. That's 96 plus the 32 that are already inside lock and load. You're talking 100 and something. That's why each human being there, 100 and something. Right? But those are the kind of people who came.
They came prepared.
So my take is, the kind of people came to the border, and you still have people on Facebook playing fun, joking with it. Why I should tell you? I thought when they almost like you're to the horse, all the way to your house, in your yard. Then your next door neighbor. I mean, I know how we keep saying that wrong English in this country. Your neighbor. There is nothing called next door neighbor, but we keep saying it like, so everybody think is
my customer.
Yeah,
my customer.
Yeah, yeah. So everybody think is this, but that's wrong English though. Yeah. Let's correct it. So your neighbor decided to come and do some invasion. To come for your family. Maybe you the head of the family in Nigeria. Then the other man come for you. The man coming to fire. The man in your yard and cheering laughing.
They play phone.
You know why they are laughing? Two things. Either you are not treating the right in the house.
Okay.
No. I mean, honestly, either you are not treating the right, or the house was not united. When the house is united, as soon as I see that man, I say, Papa, I call it. Papa, don't worry. I'm waiting in the shower. I'm going to. And I mean, they were speaking one accord. The country is heavily divided at the moment, whether we like it or not. And that's the reason why we've been calling on President Bouaka from the beginning of his administration. And all other governments we have been having. With Ellen, President, we told Ellen to consider reconciliation as the path to national unity and cohesiveness. We told Ellen did that. Ellen made George Weah the peace ambassador. Mm-hmm. She tried. She did her best. Ellen appointed people at Nathaniel McGilden. It's not about job, but she reached out to opposition community, incorporated a lot of different ideas. Did not violate any position laws. Did not kick the citizen up on some instances and so forth. On real issues. George Weah came. He maintained people from different political. Like I told you, the man went and carried opposition leader hospital. How opposition leaders as a different ministerial angle. We kept all. I mean, everybody in their position, civil service were not disturbed. Nobody was removed from their job to say, "Oh, because you UP man will remove you." Doesn't. You had a reconciliatory leadership in place. When the government started dismissing any position holders, especially those who were deemed active CDC people, like Emma Glasgow, then where LACCJ, she didn't do no corruption, but Baga removed her because she wore TCC t-shirt. Israel Akisai and the rest of the people, the LT and the rest of the other conversation. Alasha Taru to CBL, the cheering to Ministry of State, Ministry of Transport, all the other political dismissal. When these things start to happen, you remove 450 EPS officers from the force.
Yeah.
You know what make America great? The Reserve Army.
Yeah.
They got active personnel and the Reserve Army and the war veterans.
Yeah.
450 EPS officers. You think that's small men in there?
When you are fed, then you are fed.
No. So listen now. We're in an era of emergency. We pray for peace. We pray for tranquility. We pray we don't reach to that level where we have to light some fire. But I mean, 450 men who were dismissed from the EPS. Do you know what kind of asset down there? A united country, you know what would have happened? You ought to go talk to the men when push kind of short. They say, "Go talk to the men, say, man, you're sorry, you can't, go mind the border." I mean, if I had the 450, maybe 30 would agree, but the rest of them would say, "Oh, stop it. When I needed my country would not stand for me. My country saw political line instead of nationalism, instead of reconciliation and national unity." That's what I keep asking. When you were given the chance, whether you CDC or UP, when you're given the chance to lead this country, lead the country in one accord, regardless of political alignment. Because these things are needed for unity to be enhanced. Go to Facebook. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to Alexa. Don't listen to Jerome. Go to Facebook and see how Liberians are reacting. Till now, this thing, people still see it as CDC UP team because UP in power. So let them be the one to stop what they want to solve to the border and so forth. That is how it is doing. And the reason why it is that way is because a group of people see themselves to be the only Liberians. No, but Jerome, when I am working at the Ministry of Transport, for example, and you choose to dismiss me, not because I'm not competent, not because I did not go through the rank and file of the different hiring proceedings and so forth, but because you said I wore George Weah t-shirt. And because of that, a position that a Liberian should be doing, you went ahead and sacked me. In this kind of situation, Is it when you want me to be a Liberian? I'm not saying what they're doing is justifiable, but they are humans. They got conscience. I mean, they got not conscience, they got emotions, right? You just mess somebody on political line when the president should be serving their country. In terms of this kind of situation where we have extended threat and you want the man to just work on one money and develop a nationalistic, that just few people would do that. Because not everybody have that same nationalistic calling. And that's why we say when you're in power, yeah, we agree, you get power for a certain time, but take down with the power. Don't see everybody as threat. Run a united country. The reason everybody are friends because when everything do move, Jerome, they will lead the Guineans. The Guineans will come in, people will lead Guineans and start going. Jerome, I will go to you and say, Jerome, you slap my head the last time. We'll lead the Guineans, I'll start flogging you. You start looking for a lesser your clinic. That's how I was really being Austin who took Gary the last time. I'm saying this to you, bro.
Yeah. And that will cause the enemy to cross over more and come.
And that's why we start to fight ourselves.
Yeah. And that's why we keep asking for calm. We keep asking for our people to do the right thing. And that's why into this conversation we'll be asking the government to be open enough
and honest
with the citizens. It is about time. Look, a serious minded country, I don't know whether it is happening behind the scene, but a serious minded country will reach out to President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. She's the former president. During her term, she spoke to people President Baka ain't talked to yet.
She has, come on, she has the contact.
During her time, she was friends with people who President Baka ain't talked to and he might not talk to.
But he doesn't have that on a serious note.
Okay, different discussion. Yeah. You got former President George Weah. There are people who President Weah can just take on the telephone and call with our protocol. They will answer. President Baka may know them, he may not know them. So in such a situation, the government in power should stop doing fitija, should stop doing pomposity, arrogance, putting chest in the air. The government of the day should be reaching out to individuals who got the connection to say, look, we are at a stage where the situation is still tense. We're not into real armed conflict at the moment. Mr. Former President, nation first, what do we do?
But let me just say something. When Gambia was at the crossroad of that election, Ellen took her telephone and called Yaya Jammeh.
Oh yeah, because she was chair of ECOWAS at the time.
She took her telephone and called Yaya Jammeh.
So away from that, there are other leaders that she knows very well.
I'm just telling you, she able to maneuver through the system.
So call Mr. Former President. What do we do? Invite her, give us some national security briefings because she served the office. She got connection. She got ability to do stuff. Call the former president. Call Mr. George Weah, even though I don't like you, but it is time for the country right now. President Weah is like Ellen. President Weah got a lot of connection. President Weah can sit on right and call Paris. He will sit on right and place a call to Paris, and the rest of it history. So reach out to your people. Beyond that, reach out to former national security actors. Who are the guys in charge of national security under Ellen? Some of them stay around. Reach out to them. Reach out to national security actors under George Weah. Reach out to them. What are they reaching out to them? I don't know. That's why I'm saying I do not know.
Yeah.
But what we're saying, for the sake of national unity and reach out to them. Sometimes there are one or two pieces of information and advice could inform the government's decision on what is prudent, what is appropriate to do to safeguard the nation. Because at this level, whether we are from CDC or UP, whatever happens to this country is going to affect everybody. There may not be even a CDC and UP if something goes wrong in this country. So the government of the day must muster the courage to be responsible. One of the characteristics of a responsible government is to have the ability to exhibit tolerance. To say, look, okay, you know what? Let me be mature. This is emergency. We ain't gonna be doing all that fitija political party rivalry. Reach out, but they are not doing it. Okay, if they are doing it, it's gonna be corrected. But to the glory of God, I'm connected to some of the former presidents, and I know what I know. And we're not seeing what we're seeing. So I get people on Facebook. Oh, well, we hearing other men talking. We hearing that. No, in this situation, you have some fire that you can come outside and say fire, fire, fire.
Exactly.
You understand that?
Exactly.
Oh, if I on the holiday, you're sitting there, you're watching TV.
Yeah.
Back and Newcastle playing the net. Fire on your hustle. Back and Newcastle, you're sitting there in your living room watching TV. If they never see fire and they go to see her, they say, "Oh, boy, let it a minute. Maybe they don't want to let it fire."
They won't cook.
maybe they won't cook something. When you yelling fire, you got people coming to your rescue. But I mean, that's just on the surface. We'll go to the main topic. Let's just wrap up. Then we go. I want to play something. The superintendent for Lofa said something I want to play. Then we'll go to the main topic. But that's it. That's it from my end on the.
I don't have much to say. I think
on the casual convo.
But I think the government drew a wrong line from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
That red line was actually drawn by the government of Liberia, like you said, in sacking ordinary people, preventing the former president from,
using terminal that he built.
Yes. And yesterday,
influencing the demolition of the headquarters.
Yesterday, everything was wrong. Everything the other government did was wrong.
Yeah.
Now it reached your time. Now you say we should work together.
Yeah.
I mean, I already stupid yesterday. What kind of sense I come and get you all over?
Yeah.
Princess, go ahead. The time I was just saying your country, me say I'm stupid. That's when they happy. You say we work together. So you can't cause me say I'm more stupid. Princess, go ahead.
Whenever you have someone who thinks they're the best and they try to put it in your face every given moment, they have every opportunity they have. And then when it comes to a moment where you have some difficulties, you're trying to go back to people you've looked down on, So I think that's basically what's happening here. Of course, it is about the country. Everybody knows, and I'm sure to some extent everybody loves this country. I mean, every citizen of this country loves this country. Even though there are a couple of challenges we have, we still love this country because, I mean, this is what we have. But when you constantly put people down and you tell them, hey, no, you're not relevant or you're not needed, and not just prominent or eminent people, but you also do that to ordinary people. So just know that whenever you have these moments where you have difficult time and you expect people to show some level of compassion or to show you how patriotic or nationalistic they are, and they're not showing that, rather they're being comical about situation, I mean, you are the problem. So you have to go back and realize what you've done wrong. And also you need to be very clear with the people, because one of the major challenges I think that a lot of people saw and people are still seeing is because this government was not being clear about the situation, what actually started, what's happening, who are the people who caused the problem, the meeting that was held earlier on, what exactly was discussed. They did not get to Liberians to say, hey, this is what we discussed and this is where we are as a country. There was no clear communication at all. So everybody had their own thing to say because the government was lying and the government was not really clear about what's happening. So the government in itself also fooled all of us, and they gave us an impression that it was basically just about land dispute. But what exactly caused what was happening? Who are the people involved? Because they were trying to shield the names until we got some pieces of information. Oliver narrated that shortly when we had him phone in on the show the other day, based on the connects and people he talked to. So, I mean, at the end of the day, if you actually want everybody to be very, very patriotic and nationalistic, you don't need to beg people to be nationalistic or patriotic. But I think you also have to move in a way that doesn't present itself as you're looking down on people and people you have offended intentionally, people who did not do anything to you yet. You start to treat them as enemies when we're all Liberians in this country. So, Oliver, at the end of the day, I think that's where we are. And I don't know what it is going to be the next couple of days, because imagine those ordinary people in Lofa County. They're not people who are part of intellectual class. Imagine what they're going through, the fear that has been instilled in them. So I'm not sure if they're sleeping peacefully, because I know when people say, oh, this is happening, or when people are comical about it, they think that people are not being serious in this country. People are being serious. But again, it is upon the government of the day to reach out for help. You talked about former presidents that we have in this country. We have some level of connections across the world, right? You have these people, reach out to them. But again, people are still afraid of this credit. So if credit is given to someone else, it is a problem, because you purport to know a lot of things and you've told us you know almost everything, and you have people you can reach out to. So y'all need to do better so Liberians can be able to live freely without feeling some level of fear that war is going to come or war is already here. So I think that's where we are.
Okay, so here's what I want Liberians to listen to. So as we speak, according to our latest information, we're trying to call Emmanuel Soa from Lofa to see whether he can tell us additional. But what we gathered before the show, the Guineans are still on our soil.
Yeah, and I will going to read the release from the Ministry of Information.
Yes, we will do that. But we'll play this first from the superintendent in Guinea.
Guinea?
But Guinea people are already there.
No, because they come and speak French.
No, the superintendent from Lofa.
Okay.
But he was standing to the border where the Guineans are. So they play your city like what they.
We don't know who now you are. So
okay, he was sitting on the battle on the battlefield.
yeah, that's a battlefield.
That's a battlefield because two countries fighting over.
That easy.
So we'll listen to the superintendent. He said some things, and I want to.
So they didn't see what you. They say the left and the devil is in the power of the throne. So the presidents they going out making movement. So right after that, and go
so hold on. Before we go to the,
I agree with that.
So listen. Before we go to the superintendent of Lofa to play what he said, what are you also there listening? What are you in the car or you're under the tree, you're in the taxi and so forth, I want you to listen keenly. Maybe the thing I'm going to tell you foolish, but listen. Do you know that since the Guineans decided to attack and can't look for their quote unquote land, do you know that no yellow machine breaking any property in Morea anymore?
What protect our
No, it's not funny.
Yeah.
Do you know that since the Guineans decided to go and play the Lepo, the Flepo rather, they break it down of people whom the demolition thing ain't no they stop.
Yeah, they slow down.
We haven't heard any news of recent.
They slow down.
So this is going to bring us to somewhere. There were accusations that the demolition of homes in this country, people say the Cameroon is dead land. They were being supported by people
powerful people who have influence.
You understand that?
Yeah.
No, I'm being. Let those of you outside there listen.
Sir Joseph was one of the senators
Sir
who
Joseph said it.
raised that as a major problem.
So the fact that demolition exercises gone down. You know that before the Guinean something, every day yellow machine will go to one community and go break it. But since I still be corrected, I have never seen that. I have never.
If it is there, we see on
Facebook, but I've never seen yellow machine go somewhere and say you're going to do demolition or they learn for or come to. So it is suggesting to us that the assertion that people have been making, that even who doing demolition, who say they get land, they are being sponsored by people in high places in the government to claim the land on their behalf, then later on the Swiss deeds. And they own it. Yes. So apparently, because the country is having the issue now, so they're gonna say, you know what, my man, you know that we don't want you in the government. We're gonna be creating fire inside here. They will create fire outside the border. So
North in the country.
So maybe we'll open the border. So because if I'm a private citizen and I win my case, I do not care to know whether something to the border and I'll go for my son.
Yeah.
If I ain't got government sponsoring me, if I ain't got people in government sponsoring me, I'll go for my son.
You want what is yours?
Because I ain't got people sponsoring me in government. The fact that the very time when the Guinea issue happening and the demolition going down, I suspect that the assertions being made by those people, including Sir Joseph and other people, including more Ali there, and when people then in the system, then putting private citizens to go and own other people's property because of power and the manipulation of the different system we have.
Someone say Guinea full of bro.
That we are getting full as well. Call Joe Baga the country.
Yo,
I'm just.
The call Joe Baga the country.
Hey, come and be more yo.
He keep a 3 o'clock in the morning. That's it. He always go all the way come and meet there.
Yeah.
If I could just click on you. Let's go listen to Sweden for Lufa.
Capture the
I want everybody to remain kind. You are doing well to be around. Talk to our people to be stable. As I live right here, I'm going to bring out the Solomon to call the term. For all the people that are supposed to call. And the situation where it's not good for our people. Because Every time they say we'll keep a peace, but you can't go with peace, we'll go here. We'll do anything at any time. I went there, people were spooky, so I could speak to them. But they said, yeah, how many people that are talking to their bosses, and they call their bosses, and they say I should call them to Guinea. The superintendent said I should call him. So I will have to go and call the minister up to the marshal and let it go know the situation on the ground. Right? So at the same time, I will be kind. I want to meet our father, the security police before of the behind. One person life is important just as 1,000 person. That is what you can do for like bro. This way might not do, what they can do, they might not do. So all of us life are the same, we are equal. So we gotta protect ourselves and protect our family and protect our properties. So you have to make kind and talk to the people to be stable. There will be already people is here, they will not able to come here and harm anybody. But also they don't have the right to cross the border. When checked yesterday, the 3 presidents met in Guinea. The president came very late last night. They went to solve the problem, they all agree, but to come out and see what's going on is a serious thing. We're going to let the government know. We'll let the people, the president direct to let him know. Yeah. So that we kind and protect our area. We should not involve ourselves with fouling. You are a civilian. You're not able to go first around with all your life. It's very important to Nigeria. How I want to do. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. So let me go and I'm going to make some calls, right? So that people will be fun.
Mr. Secretary, I hope we accept, we agree to what you are saying. We're taking into consideration also that our people are displaced. Nobody there any longer. But I didn't know about the summer is almost empty. The palace is almost empty. And this will cause real hunger in the next.
If I would let down coming, I see that I was saying, nobody's going to meet farm this. No school will be there. But I tell you to cover all of those issues right now. And that's why while we are handling that, the surveillance got to be safe and protected. So we look at this. I don't want you to go there. As the security advice, me here will be there. Yeah.
I don't got mentioning law about protect this place.
All that here. Nobody loves the country. The surveillance got to be safe and protected.
So we look at this.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry, you know, trust me, we ain't gotta be worrying too much, and that's what we are. You heard the other citizen, Jerome. Did you listen to it? So, but you heard the superintendent, right? Yeah. Alexa. So the superintendent explained everything and so forth. But the guy said, "You're gonna let us down for getting to take the place." Let me go play it for the second time. Maybe other people did not hear that part. Let me play it for the second time. Listen to it. Listen to it.
Why you go there? As the security advance, me here, be there. Yeah.
I don't got mentioning law about protect this place.
And that's why we are handling that. The surveillance got to be safe and protected.
So we look at this.
Why you go there? As the security advance, me here, be there. Yeah.
I don't got mentioning law about protect this place.
And that's why we are handling that. The surveillance got to be safe and protected.
So we look at this.
Why you go there? As the security advance, me here, be there. Yeah.
I don't got mentioning law about protect this place.
And that's why we are handling that. The surveillance got to be safe and protected.
So we look at this.
Why you go there? As the security advance, me here, be there. Yeah.
I don't got mentioning law about protect this place.
Issues right now. And that's why we are handling that. The surveillance got to be safe and protected.
So we look at this.
Why you go there? As the security advance, me here, be there. Yeah.
I don't got mentioning law about protect this place.
Let down coming, I see I was saying. Nobody going to meet from this. No school will be there. Nobody take all of those issues right now. And that's why we are handling that. The surveillance got to be safe and protected.
So we look at this.
Why you go there? As the security advance, me here, be there. Yeah.
I don't got mentioning law about protect this place.
All the issues right now. And that's why we are handling that. The surveillance got to be safe and protected.
So we look at this.
Why you go there? as a security advice, we here will be there. Yeah.
My government will know about business. Maybe
all that here. Nobody love people to work.
Okay. All right. Joe, you heard it, right? I'll go there. Let's read the statement from the Liberian government. So she will read it, and we'll take our time to interpret word for word what the Liberian government saying. Go ahead, Vanja.
Okay. So this is from the Ministry of Information, and it says this was actually released yesterday, huh? Because it is the 18th.
Yesterday it was released.
It says the government of Liberia wishes to inform the public that the situation along the Liberia-Guinea border in Lofa County remains under close attention and is being addressed with the utmost priority.
So on yesterday, after the president returned from Guinea, Jeru, on the day before, our government was still telling us on yesterday that the situation is still under close attention. Go ahead, Alexa.
In this regard, the governments of Liberia, Guinea, and Sierra Leone have issued a joint communique reaffirming the commitment of their respective leaders to maintain peace, stability, and security along their shared borders.
The three governments agree that peace and security should be to all of the different crossing points.
The communique underscores the long-standing tradition of peaceful coexistence among border communities and calls for an immediate return to the established status quo. The government of Liberia notes that the government of Guinea today issued a directive to its military forces to withdraw to their previous positions along the border. Oh, this was yesterday. The government welcomed this development as a constructive step toward easing tensions and restoring normalcy. At the same time, the government is aware that certain troop movements along the border in Solomba Lofa County observed earlier today generated public concern. Following engagement with the Guinea authorities, Liberia has been informed that these movements were undertaken as part of the operational process to implement the withdrawal directive.
Hold on. Go back to that place.
The government, at the same time,
Go back to that at the same time.
At the same time,
Jerome, I want you to listen. This is on the Information Ministry website. Go
at
ahead.
the same time, the government is aware
that certain
troop movements along the border in Solomba Lofa County observed earlier today generated public concern following engagement with the Guinea authorities. Liberia has been informed that these movements were undertaken as part of the operational process to implement the withdrawal directive.
And this is where the government is not being honest to us. Look, let me clear with our people and let them know.
But Princess can connect that with the first paragraph that says,
the government of Liberia wishes to inform the public that the situation along Liberia-Guinea border in Lofa County remains under close attention.
No.
The first paragraph.
The most immediate paragraph before at the time.
The government of Liberia notes, is that it?
Yeah.
The government of Liberia notes that the government of Guinea today issued a directive to its military forces to withdraw.
You see that?
To the previous positions along the border.
Then you come back again and say
the government welcomed. The government said they welcome this development in which the Guinean authority issue a statement that their soldiers are going to leave our place
and go back to
where they were. This development as a constructive step towards easing tensions and restoring normalcy. Then they came back and said at the same time, read it.
At the same time, the government is aware that certain troop movements along the border in Solomba Lofa County observed earlier today generated public concern. Following engagement with the Guinean authorities, Liberia has been informed that these movements were undertaken as part of the operational process to implement the withdrawal directive.
That's contradiction. A big contradiction.
Yeah.
Contradiction.
The thing is, and that's why the government, look, if you think you're running Unity Party campaign, you got to stop. Because it is not the time where you're supposed to be lying to the people anymore.
That lie one day, but Princess will continue and then we'll that lie one day.
We have to deal with it.
Yeah, I know.
In part, then she move
yeah,
forward.
I know.
But the point is, before you continue reading, you already saw it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You said the three government met, they reached a decision that will stay off each other border.
Yeah.
You also came back to what you said yesterday, Guinea issued statement to their military to withdraw from the border. Then you turn around, you say, today you witness few movement of Guinean troops along the river. Then
you start speaking for the Guinean authority.
Then you say you were informed.
Yeah.
So if you guys reach a decision to stay off, why would the Guineans come without prior notice
and say, "Oh, we
because
in the same communication, all of us don't forget."
Yeah, in the same communication.
In the same communication, not to say you send that communication out.
So why would the Guineans come to you without you knowing that you got to go call them? They said you were informed
after you have
concluded. So they have already stepped foot on your soil, started patrolling in your inland area before you said you were informed. If this thing was arranged from Conakry, the Liberian troop going to go to Guinea and bring the men and say, "Oh man, you can't see, the place here, nothing." It would have been a collaborative situation, but it was not the case. The guys came locked and loaded. If the Guineans were coming as part of effort to withdraw, they would have come across with their empty hands.
Yeah.
Oh, you can be in uniform and cross to your place, right?
Yeah.
But you can come with your empty hands. Those guys came with 4 magazines loaded on their rifles. And the government ain't telling all the truth. They're telling all, they were informed this, that. That's contradiction. What was the arrangement you made in Guinea? Okay, you said the arrangement was the people should have left. The fact that they did not leave, they're still here, it shows that something did not go well in Guinea. You should have handled it appropriately. I am sure that if you have lived up to whatever the term of reference is in the whole thing you went for in Guinea, maybe the Guinea wouldn't have come. Or
we're not be talking.
Or if the Guineans decided to breach whatever arrangement you guys had in Guinea, let it be known. There is nothing wrong with you telling your citizens that, contrary to what was discussed in Conakry, we today saw the president of the Guineans to do that. But in an effort to maintain unity, peace, and safety and so forth, we will engage our Guinean counterpart to ask them as to what is prompting this unusual, president of the because it is a weapon. Let that truth be there. Because you know why? You will not come and tell us one thing that the thing already solved. President Bagaka into the airport. Yeah. Why if people have their party and something to go do to Solomon Bola? Why people have other things to go do? They will be living on the government assurance and go put us in danger.
And they still seeing the presence of the Guineans.
Because the people, when the Guineans came, you saw citizens running from the. You heard the township, right? You heard the villager explaining how many times towns got empty and how they need food to eat. That's what we play it for.
Yeah.
You saw everything. So the government should be honest and tell people that you should not be in a journal period where you should sit under your house, all the way where then you say, "Oh, right now I have to Vata, and then I will get for." No, they're not gonna report one.
Accurate.
No, you're not gonna report one. They're not journal period where you say now you want error. You're hardly eating food and you say, as we speak, you curfew level beginning and say you're fire. As we speak right now, I'm taking call on the bridge. Gunfire, reporting for BBC for Africa. They're not thing. But you UP now, he's a UP man now. So I mean, I get time. But I think you do be honest and tell us what's going on in the country.
Yeah.
I mean, once you tell us what's going on, look, there are people who voluntarily can say, look, my village are there, they play for you, but they only play under tension. Y'all can't move in also. And y'all go to Konya, y'all go to Vonjima, y'all go to Mazabola, all the other places, you'll be there in the meantime until things can be under control. But you're risking the villagers.
You're risking the poor life.
Because some people were in Safoya prior to the Guinea meeting. After the Guinea meeting, when the government people started boasting, everything is okay, that's when people went back to the villages. Soon in the morning, the men woke up to go side, try to the river. You see Guinean soldiers crossing with big guns, I got a scotch tape on the magazine. You are not communicating well. You're not communicating. But continue, Alexa. Yeah, continue with the other paragraphs.
Yeah. Let me see. Okay, it says the three heads. This is important anyway.
No,
Yeah.
go ahead. You finish,
Okay.
I'll bring it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
It says the three heads of state further reaffirmed their shared commitment to addressing any issues arising within the Minor River Union exclusively through peaceful diplomatic means, in keeping with Article 33 of the Charter of the United Nations, which encourages the settlement of disputes through dialogue, negotiation, and other peaceful processes. In order
So you read that, I'll stop.
Go ahead.
Okay. In order to maintain stability and support the ongoing efforts to restore the status quo along the border, the government of Liberia announces the following immediate measures.
Okay, so
One.
so just wait. The government did not talk about the presence of the guy still here.
No.
But the only thing they told us was is part of their presence is part of exercises that will lead to their withdrawal. There's the second day, they are still there. And we are told that there is restriction on media coverage at the border because the government wants people to know what's going on there. And that's why we are not getting live images. There is a whole lot of restriction on recording to know what's up. Maybe for security reason to prevent panic and other issues. Yes, it could be good. But at the same time, government should be able to communicate to us.
But the Guineans are taking their media people with them there.
Thank you. Because they are at that level, they are the aggressors.
Yeah.
They are the aggressors. So the people can't step forward on your ground and do it. So in fact, the Guineans were telling their citizens who were selling on the Liberian side of the border, they were buying palm kernel and oil. They were telling the people to cross and go back to Guinea. There is a video I can play. They were telling the people to go back to Guinea yesterday. So our government should stop. You went to negotiation. People can negotiate, Jerome. And when we turn our back, like Alessa said, Guinea Pool, Liberia, the other person could choose to.
I was supporting somebody.
The other person could choose to live outside the agreement.
Yeah.
At that level, you should not still be forcing what you do not understand.
Yeah.
Because let me be clear that, okay, you know what? Alessa, Jerome, and Marcel agreed yesterday that we'll not do show.
And today, someone else.
We are seeing Alessa on the radio.
Why did she change her mind?
We didn't plan for her to do show, but we have to get to Alessa to ask her why she's doing show when we did not what it called. But our initial plan was not to do show. Let it be clear. But the guy say, "Oh, Alessa say the reason why she's doing show is because she's trying to put things together so that we can do show."
Imagine how is that?
We already agreed that we'll not do show. Go ahead. Go to the point.
So number one. Or activities of BK Enterprises, as well as sand, mining, or any other mining activities of any other companies in the Lofa border area are hereby suspended pending the outcome of a comprehensive investigation by the National Security Council of Liberia.
Good.
Should I continue?
No. That's one of
the points. I don't know if it is the same press release that they were shifting blame on journalists.
Thank you.
So they have a part that talks about
so that's the part.
So we'll go there.
Yeah.
We'll go to the middle.
That part is there. Our General Roosevelt is the problem or is the cause of this problem, but he wants to shift the blame
to journalists
on Princess and Oliver.
And that's why this point has to be discussed.
Number two.
No. Let's go to number one.
The National Security.
Yes, because if it is not discussed, we will not get the full understanding on number 2, 3, and 4.
So they've already suspended operational
BK Enterprise.
Yeah.
Now, this BK Enterprise is the very company building Joe Baga $10 million property in Foya.
So they have the government of Liberia.
They started this entire
confirming
thing.
What we were talking yesterday.
Confirming what Koji said.
Yeah.
Confirming what other journalists said. Confirming what the very journalist from Foya district said, that the company were having dredge machine, mining sand, and alleged mining other gold and diamond in the river.
This is nasty.
That what made the Guineans vex.
This is nasty.
That what made the Guineans vex. The Guineans warned them before. They seized the machines before. They gave it back to them. They warned them, don't put it back on the river. They say you to go in the net and put it on the river to go be mining sand and mining diamond gold in the people's water. That what got the people angry.
No people are supposed to take
we raise the issue.
No, man, let's be frank. You can't be that greedy, Oliver.
Yeah.
You can't be that greedy.
Greedy, it leads to a lot of different things. And I think that's one of the problems we're facing.
We raise the issue. The same government people here started talking, saying how we're lying, nobody doing this and that.
Yeah.
So why is the government first decision as part of the things they said they won't do the maintain law and order, what the first thing they said on the something to suspend what? BK Enterprise.
All activities.
All mining activity on the something. So why are they now alluding to our accession?
So what
you were saying yesterday?
They don't want to be honest.
Don't look where you fall.
Look where you slept.
Or sleep.
Yeah.
We were asking the government to look where they slept. They apologies. They're passing around talking fidija nonsense. They're fighting us. Some of them, even on the live, they were talking foolishness. They seen live video, they were talking foolishness when we were saying it. Today, the government first attempt to say they won't solve the problem is to suspend BK Enterprise and say they're launching national security investigation. Y'all don't waste our time. Y'all know who are behind BK Enterprise. Y'all know who they're manning the time on. Y'all don't fool us. By this time, the president should be announcing dismissal or suspension of key government officials who are behind BK Enterprise and mining diamond for which the Guinean value us today. Go ahead.
Number 2, it says citizens residing in border communities are urged to remain calm, law-abiding, and to refrain from taking matters into their own hands. Okay.
But the citizens that are hungry, the towns and villages are being invaded.
Join
food they want. If you get them food, they will disturb. It will make a farm to the border side.
Oh yeah.
And the government ain't taking food there. The government ain't taking water there. The men may get tempted to go come because from
the farm. The man son draw from him. The man only depend on a farm. Nobody to send the man money.
Nobody send the man money.
How the man will not?
He said when we meet camp, the man won't go a farm to go. In place of this, El Chabrao should be going there. El Chabrao should be going to Lofa. National Disaster Management Agency should be going to Lofa, be carrying the emergency and the food there to be serving the citizens so that the citizens will not be under pressure and get tempted to want to go back to the villages and go get food because that hunger can make people go to rigs. Go ahead.
Joint security forces will continue to manage the process of restoring calm and ensuring the safety of all residents.
Good.
Number 3, it says the government cautions against. That's the part.
Yeah.
The government cautions against the spread of misinformation or disinformation intended to sensationalize the situation or undermine national peace and security. Really? Such actions will not be tolerated and will be addressed in accordance with the laws of the Republic. The media is encouraged to report responsibly and to seek official clarification. Where are we going to get clarification?
You are not even telling us anything serious.
You are not on top of information.
You are not explaining nothing to us that will make sense. No, it's not us.
No, they are saying the media caused the panic.
The beginning in Lofa.
Yeah.
No, but here's the point. Don't even bring it to mainstream media in Monrovia.
That's what they're trying to say.
Don't bring it to us. Don't bring it to mainstream media in Monrovia. Don't bring it to
school. What are people saying?
No, I'm saying.
We sensationalize what happened at the border, and that's why people are panicking.
Yeah.
That's exactly what this release is saying.
And their issue is the beginning at the border, the correspondents from the different radio stations, and all begins out there.
Yeah.
They report exactly what they see. They begin doing their commentary, like they begin from Spoon FM yesterday. He's doing a commentary and he's saying our security forces are retreating. And in fairness, the begin was seeing the immigration men running from the border. What the Guinea men was saying, they're running from that, going behind, going inside prayer. To the men, I say, journalism is about reporting the truth. The men saw immigration people running from to the border where they were. Yeah. Because the Guinean skin. So they were leaving the men on video doing commentary. And the men say, we saw it. We see the video. The men coming. Hey, listen to me. To the point where one immigration man insulted the journalist. Be talking me, go find the video. No, and the government will be saying the truth. Yeah.
So.
No, I say it's real.
Okay, so
I'll find the video that way.
You know it is interesting. So I think the first day we started this conversation, Oliver was not in studio, right? And I was really clear about the government being able to provide information for people to know what is going on, and I still stand by that. Because even the government or the Ministry of Information that should be able to speak on behalf of the government, it seems like they don't have all the necessary information
but they're not telling them anymore. They want to go to the border.
Actually communicate what's happening. So they're just reporting to us probably what was reported from the president's meeting, the Guinean, the president of Guinea as well. So this is basically what they're saying to us.
No.
And they are reporting to us after days of the situation at the border.
Then they won't blame the journalists who are on the scene.
So we were able to be informed based on the people there who reported to us
live
that
on video
was happening.
Live on video.
So I don't know why they have this part talking about disinformation, misinformation.
No, and
we are reporting what is reported from Lofa directly.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't understand.
They put the certain part, they put their arm down, they put their arms down,
and
they walk to the Guineans, empty hands.
Yeah. So and true to their credit, that's why they restricted media coverage from the area. That's why we're not seeing anything. But yeah, we said maybe that's money. Maybe that's money. Then the calling. How they call? So how to say it? Misinformation. Legend of misinformation. The security make cost the journalists. Those of you around here telling them, don't let them listen to the radio because the security make cost the journalists. Listen to it.
Each other. I mean, you want to go? Each other. I mean, you want to go? You want to go? Yeah, you want to go. Okay, I'll.
Okay, all right.
This is not Perfect Keys platform.
You hearing the security?
Yeah.
No, so I mean, the journalist is explaining exactly what.
If the people want to accuse us, we should.
We should be. So because the guys are trying to put a deal on the media as though the media is the one creating. No, the media is reporting what is happening. If the media cannot be bold enough to say the story the way it is going on in Lofa, you could put a lot of people in harm's way.
Yeah.
Imagine if the media is saying everything is calm there. Like one celebrity, I don't know her name or whatever. I don't want to mention her. I don't want to give her that credence. She's in Lofa info saying, "Oh, why is it Nine Maria?" and telling the people running here and there. When the very people in front of the superintendent telling the superintendent how many villages, people leaving.
Yeah.
This is what the journalists are reporting. And I want the government calling wrong information. Listen.
Cheating. I don't know why. I don't know. But they're coming back. Like the Guineans. The Guineans are taking over the river bank. Guineans are taking over the river bank as we speak. Okay, I'll a little bit see who is coming. Our security retreating. Our security retreating. I don't know why. I don't know. Our security retreating. I don't know why. I don't know. But they're coming back. Like the Guineans. The Guineans are taking over the river bank.
Simple. So what is in this thing that the guy is doing that you call misinformation? The man is not telling you what's happening. In fact, it should be informing the base in Monrovia to know, say, oh, our men that once our men are retreating, it means something is not. It should be able to inform you. Moreover, if somebody had their whole truck loaded with goose, maybe they want to take it to Foya or something, the person could hold it and say, look, let me do it because of the media reporters. So if the journalist go and say everything is okay, why are the men walk there with a goose and something happens the man to do that thing called misinformation? We will not encourage. In fact, we are asking our media colleagues to remain professional in their reportage of the whole situation. They should not be overly sensational about it. I mean, they should try to push peace, but they should not shy away from speaking truth to power. What they see is what they should talk. What they see is what they should talk. You understand that? Well, anything to see, what did you?
But I think that the government should be appreciating the
journalists.
Yeah,
be appreciating them. Nobody say, they do they want to do. No. They shot one boy in the leg.
Yeah, that they pay them.
We reported the ball.
That they pay them.
They shot one citizen in the leg in Foya. We reported that the citizen was shot. That actually you call escalating tension. Oh, when the Guinean came and shoot one Liberian citizen who they carried to the hospital. The journalists in Lopa shouldn't report it, and when they report it, we in Monrovia should not. We should not elevate it. Is that why you call this and that? No, we will not encourage anything that will overly sensationalize the conversation. But at the same time, we owe it to our followers, owe it to our audience to inform them adequately about what happened in the country. That's been responsible as a media practitioner. So we're gonna sit there and you do this and that. Your job is to communicate effectively to the people because you are the government. When you come and tell us, what is obtaining without missing your words and contradicting yourself, of course we'll tell the story the way it is. We all thank the president for going to Guinea to initiate the conversation.
But we do not thank him for making us to feel like it was just as easy as he said it.
Thank you.
We appreciate
it. Because following the trip, if he knew that, it was not a little bit, it was not 100% settled and so forth, you come and tell us. So assuming it was 100% settled there, and Guinea decided to fool Liberia, like the folks are saying, to do otherwise, it is still possible for the government to redesign it and tell the story in the way that it will sell to us, in the way that it will give hope, in the way that it will not endanger other citizens in the area. Now, nobody will fool you say, oh, when you send LRRC to the border, to those villages, and start providing food to the people who are displayed, it will signal a sign of instability. No, you will endanger the people more when you think they will, be calm, will return to your places. No, they will not return. Because the guys are still across on our side of the border with their stuff.
Almost 48 hours or 72 hours after the president.
They're not beating nobody. Yeah. They're not stealing nobody good. They're not stealing nobody cow. They're not shooting nobody. But their presence there ain't satisfactory. That's not how they used to be. Mm-hmm. So until they can go back across, our men go back right to our water and be touching our water. Right now, I bet you, Labrenso ain't touching the water.
You're not even getting the air.
Our Labrenso, you're not touching the water. Like, Guineans, you can go to the water and watch the field. I also are not watching the field with the Makuna River. I mean, if we said that one, is it anything that you want to have issues on? We encourage the government to, and that's my submission on this topic. We're encouraging the government to work on expediting the diplomatic channels. You've been passing around several Bezo Yanti say secure how they call non-permanency to UN. So the way Mazua Kimia started, but we do not debate. So she already got the power. Let her run in the international cycle and pull some numbers. Let's make sure we start negotiating. At the same time, let's explore our regional assets. Let's go to ECOWAS. Let's go to other people. Let's have a whole lot of conversation. Let's do more engagement. Let's consult more of our national heroes in most of the other expertise. Let's go to our security people, like we said from the beginning. Let's run back to some of our former politicians. Consult people like Mr. Cummings. Regardless of whether your political number can reach 0% or 2% in the country, Cummings got other people in the region that he's friendly with. The war is about connection. Somebody could call. Maybe you could go to President Mamadou Doumbouya as the president. He may not listen to you, but a business tycoon that is also a friend to him, he may listen to the business tycoon and do stuff. Yeah. So reach out to your potential citizens. That job where you're causing your denying access to VIP launch. Reach out to him, regardless of how you see him as nothing. Reach out to him. Call. When Ellen knew that the country was on time bomb, when Ellen knew that Bandara Party then were organizing, how you call it, team? Ellen stepped down. April 14, all the Bamba protests and 2 million dissatisfaction. Ellen, with all her Harvard training, education, and all of her political connection, Ellen could walk to the White House and sit down with Obama. But she didn't mind all that her connection and say, "Oh, I'm well known in the world." She called President. Back then, she called Mr. Weah and said, "Look, my young man, sorry, we're happy, but come, let's do peace. Please be my peace ambassador." When the country is in turmoil, you run for your best assets and you use them. Imagine Georgie on the plane with Cummings, maybe Benin Ure, Alexa, and they're on the plane and they're going to sit down Conakry to have a conversation. No, we're not saying the government feeling doing it, but at this level, you need regional connection. You need people with people who got a small everything there. DJ Joe White came to Aracos when the war fighting Aracos. Mm-hmm. He told the Ivorian people, he said, "Lord, listen, we got game to play in Abidjan. I don't want to game play in Abidjan. Let's go play the game in Boaké. Let's play the game in Boaké in the Rebel Stronghold." And when they played the game, he defeated the team they were playing. He scored a winning goal, and his own celebration was, "I beg you, my people, you put the arms down." The rebel put their guns down to the Aracos. It's peaceful. Too many things can break up peace. The Jelly waterway, how Jim Devotion is on the waterway of how? No caffeine inside, but the proper you got behind you overlooking. Something may come from there. Reach out to Cummings, reach out to Harry Monimba, reach out to other people. And that's my submission on it. Let's Jerome, then we can go to the lines.
Okay, so I think I'm going to take this from a different angle because what I want to know is what was actually discussed. What was the conclusion at the end of the discussion? Was it clear that they're going to, did the president, our president Joseph Boakai, did he tell the president of Guinea that what's happening now, we still want to have our space and we're now going to stop what we're doing? I want to know what exactly was the conclusion of the discussion, because they got back and information ministry just wrote a whole release. At the end of the day, one of the I don't want to say recommendations, but one of the things they shortlisted is they are pending ore mining activities from PK Enterprises and other companies that they're not going to operate in the meantime. So it's a time indefinite for the suspension. And after this is sorted out, are they going to resume? That's also another question. So what was discussed? And the people who started this thing, because this did not start just yesterday. No, I'm sure it started a couple of months back when they were on the mining and everything else. So it started small, small, small until it got very big. So because it got big, it became a serious, serious problem. Now that it has gotten very big, that some Liberians are in panic. Some of them they've left their home because Solumba is around the border, and you have people also living there. You have people who have their homes there as well. So what becomes of those people? Are they going to be off that entire environment until this is sorted out? What if the government is not telling us exactly the end game of what was discussed? I'm concerned about these different things because they just go back to us, and I know a huge portion of our country's population is very gullible. So they're going to say, "Oh, the government has already, worked that out, so we don't need to be worried." But what if again people are asleep and you have gunmen? I mean, a lot of them there again. We do not want to have any unfortunate situation in this country. So if you had already gotten the root cause, if maybe the minister of the local government, Francis Yumale, because when we talked to Emmanuel Swati last time, when he narrated the first meeting that was held, he mentioned that the minister of local government, or former minister of internal affairs, now local government, he was, part of the meeting. He also talked about the superintendent, and all these different people were there. So it started ever since. Now that we're here and everybody has gotten informed to some extent, not from the government of Liberia, but from media houses across, and on that part, in that part of the country. So are we saying now that this is 100% soft? That's a major question. And only the government of Liberia can answer this question after the president had already attended a meeting with the president of Guinea. So because if you have the Ministry of Information somehow shifting blame on media practitioners, people who are reporting what's happening and not actually addressing the major concern, it means we're not going anywhere. We're just going to spin this. I'm not lying to you. We're going to spin this. And after we're done spinning this, we'll get back to square one or square zero. It means we're not going anywhere. We're going to talk 1, 2, 3 times, and we'll get back to where we started. So all the people who actually caused this from the initial stage, are they going to be suspended? Are they going to be dismissed? Because this is something that could have cost us a lot. I mean, our lives, our country. And people think this is really a joke. It is not a joke. So what is the president doing to those people? Are they just going to go free? So they need to tell us what you're not saying to us, Oliver, because all these things we're talking about, we're getting these things from different media, or houses out of Monserrado. The people that are in Lofa, and it was quite recent that some people left from here and they have gone there. But the correspondents from different radio stations there in Lofa, they're the ones telling us what's happening. The government should tell us what's happening. The president is back. Yeah, you have a release. But what was discussed? You said you had a whole discussion so the people going back to their country, so everything can go back to normalcy. But the people are still here on our soil. So did you agree to give them the space? Did you agree that you're going to stop whatever you're doing in the river? Did you actually conclude that you are done and you're going to leave it? So I mean, at the end of the day, that's basically what I'm mostly concerned about. That's what I want to know more about, because we don't need to make fun. In as much as you're talking about they have to reach out to other people, what if you reach out to all other people? I'm not sure they're going to do so, but what if they reach out and again they go back, they will still have the same conversation that this is what we discussed with your president, and he told us this. So it means we're going to be running in circles and we're not going to solve the problem. Like for real.
Yeah, thank you, Princess. But I'm not going to take much time on serious people. When you think you should be in government, but still taking yourself as an opposition group, and you do not want to take responsibility, you have to be real to your people. Not because you are lying opposition. The whole thing started with this same $10 million project.
That's right.
Bwaka said that he didn't know anything about it. Few days later, he was in Lofa County, touring the entire place that he didn't know. His ministers, officials, and commissioners, including directors, they said that they raised money to surprise the president. Yeah. Public money. You want to surprise president like the country belongs to the president. Okay. Now, the president is aware that the BK Corporation is the one building that particular place. He came from Guinea to be frank to the people, to be real to the ordinary Liberians. The man said, oh no, the man only took 20 seconds to respond. We said we fought war, we didn't get anything from it. So the only thing for us is just that we said we shouldn't fight again and we said to it, so everything is fine. And some people were saying, oh, Bwaka went to Lofa, we should congratulate Bwaka. So Bwaka, the information ministry should be ashamed of even the president, because they are the people causing the problem, to shift the blame and put it on the media. Because if you are real, Princess and Oliver, if you are real, you look, let's solve this problem. Maybe in 2 or 3 days, everything will be fine. So when things are happening, everybody will say, okay, yeah, the president said it. But you can't continue to be lying like you are in opposition. You still go in government. You think that you do not have a responsibility to be fair to your people. Oliver, I don't want to waste my time on serious people. Trust me.
Okay, we're praying and hoping that at the end of the day, like Jerome said, the government will stop, behaving like an opposition to herself. Because when you refuse to be saying the truth, business. Well, we'll take a quick break. Crime Stopper Liberia has been on this debate, on this advocacy for over 13 years, telling people, to choose peace and not violence. Let's take a break to be right back.
Crime Stopper Liberia is a community crime fighting program. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self-government, Omen Samsaya.
People bring you something to your door.
Okay, Crime Stopper. Yeah, like that. It's truck. But Crime Stopper Liberia is our sponsor, and let's go to the lines now. I think it is the best time. We've done justice to this conversation. Let's go to the lines and have your input on the discussion. +231 865 500 104 +231 865 500 104 0865 500 104 is the local line. +231 865 500 104 is the WhatsApp line. Orange can call us on 0776 104 104. The same go and Damo Benelo were talking about in the comment or lie. The government refused to talk. I still go and Damo the government say they investigating BK Enterprise. Who then beyond BK Enterprise? We want to know. Yeah, let's go to the lines and talk to the people. This first question. Hello, go ahead. 1 minute. How are you? How you doing?
Good afternoon, my brother. How you coming on?
We are great, my dear brother. What's your name? Where you joining us from, sir?
This is Tamucheno Kison, living Grand River County, Direct Clay.
Okay, from Grand River County. Go ahead. How is Grand River County? You guys are close up to Sierra Leone.
No, we're okay here.
Okay, all right. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
But when you talking about Onasa, all the people from Lofa, they know how that business going for Joe Yata.
Okay.
The superintendent,
they were digging gold in our water, Joe Yata. Why you say? No, wait.
They can manage shame from Joe Yata, but they pay for Guinea. When they're ready, the minister or the superintendent from this side can go meet the people on that side. So we want to mine shame. I'm not talking about the gold that and diamond. Shame. Then, okay, they make agreement. If it has 6 or 7 months, they put it on the paper. You wait for that time, when you finish, you got to go there to renew it.
Which is normal. Which is normal.
Yes. So in that time, the time expire. They don't go to the people and they know very well. They say you might know. All the people living in Lofa, they know how that can go. They don't do it, then they get out to go to the people. People take out the people, it's engagement. So that they hold about it. They know very well.
Oh, so you know, so the government know what they can, the government do it, the government behind it.
I don't got business. I'm not just not business.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. We leave you right now. Go to another person. Go ahead. 1 minute.
Yeah, okay.
We're good. Go ahead. Quickly. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No. So if you do want to be our bonus, so you're going to be demolishing also tomorrow. No, they mean the man nothing different. No, so but me the people will be there with it. No, I beg you. I see you. Why young man? She said very good. Okay, I want to try to give you. Just was the long one. How you doing? Quickly. We're great. Musa Brown from America. You had a guy. You had a patient for Dubai. She said, "Great, come on, carry." Yeah, I want to talk to the killing Buddha. And I was allowed.
Give me the laugh. Okay. Let me tell you something. Look, OH does not demand respect. There are some OH people get it. They are not respected anywhere because of how they present themselves. Look, let me tell you something. We got a president that is not respected anywhere. They can only show him diplomacy when he enters a country. But when it comes to respect, when his voice can say, when he says something, it works, we don't have that president in Liberia. That president is not Joseph Boakai. You know, when you say a thing, the Unity Party folks are justified. Because what has happened, if our president Dumia had that kind of high respect for our president, there was no need for Joseph Boakai to get in plane to even fly to Guinea. Telephone conversation. He was just calling and say, "My son, I beg you. This thing has happened. No, let's do it this way. Let's do it this way."
Yeah. Sorry, my beginner will not be my beginner will not be managed down going on the water. You can take it sand with added knowledge.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. Let's find out. Let's
so you know what?
Yeah, let's find out. Let's find out with me, but tell your beginner from the go. I beg you, tell your beginner to go back.
Right. Yeah. Telephone conversation will have solved this thing.
Or maybe the Brazilian speak French to that.
Let me tell you, maybe up to the extent what Joseph Boakai has to get.
Are you also considering that the Brazilian speak French?
Man, they're not French speaking, man. When you not get respect, people don't respect you, they don't respect you.
Maybe Dumoya, he won't talk to anybody through interpreter.
No, let me tell you something, okay? Your person can demand, for diplomacy's sake, can demand respect, can show that person you respect. Yeah. But when you leave it, when you turn your back, and another free man go, man.
Oh.
I'm telling you. That what happening to Joseph Boakai? To the extent where where Dumbuya can take money for a packet and put in Joseph Boakai slide in a packet. That's in the way he go.
You saw that?
Okay, then no matter I send a WhatsApp video. Watch that video up to I send the video on this number.
We will look at it. We will look at it and verify.
Yeah, watch it from the start to the end. You will find out. You will see when we are taking the money from a package.
No. Musa, we gotta be honest here. How much money Dumbuya will take for a pocket and give to President Baga?
No, but
how much money?
I say you the video.
I'm not just saying. I'm coming.
It was not about money. So how did?
So even if it was about money, how much money can Dumbuya squeeze from a pocket? Why the whole public will not see? Ten are you? Where are you? I mean, yep.
The video is Boakai was trying to.
They were trying to fall down
on the step,
and you're losing your balance. Yeah. Because even when I bribe him, how much Dumbuya will put in and get the Babi? The Babi will get the whole center bay. You kissy brother sitting that way. Kissy brother sitting that way. LRA kissy brother sitting that way. Minister of Finance. That money, hello, man. Sisi, go ahead. Let's hear you, man.
Bonsoir, mon frère.
Bonsoir. Comment ça va très bien. Et toi?
Tout bien, très bien.
Dieu merci.
Mon frère, on a fait. Savez-vous?
Well, Dieu merci. Elisa.
C'est John Marais William et Dumbuya. Et mon petit frère, pardon, pour laisser ça.
She said, my picking, please leave me.
Yeah, I'm saying I want to say my petit frère, Dumbuya, please, pardon.
Oh, she begged Dumbuya, pardon.
On va parler ça après. Il faut agréer ton ministère là. Il est à la maison. Please, pardon. Bon, voilà, non, là, moi.
Your own face is speaking. I don't know what for the planet. Your own face is speaking. I don't know what for the planet. You doing the other than Kizzy? You understand Kizzy? But the man was the other than friend. The man.
We are telling the people now you come and say, look, forget about everything we talk. Va parler après.
Yeah, man, say after we talk, call your soldier, let him leave.
Let him leave.
Wow.
Going to the board and telling us how to play as a worker, but you went into the diplomatic coaching. Can you imagine that also? The phone never and saying all their weapons for us. Can you imagine? Let's say when I go protest, we are master. You must see after the say. You can say what's up. If you should get something for that.
I don't care what I'm telling you.
Your friend get you get
Masisi Baba. We leave. Let us do the person. Go ahead. 1 minute.
Never
Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, let me tell you to say let's out your room. So we just go movement.
Go ahead.
What one here is that my brother said when they United States is that nobody is respecting our president. And then what President Boakai is president because time you are president, all the power is given to you. And you need to watch it so that you be respected.
Maybe the president is being careful. You know, you won't do any aggression. You know what? I'm speaking. Let me just leave. I'm gonna follow a footstep the way in doing granting. I'm gonna do granting with him. Maybe that's what the president say.
Thank you. Not about I got aggression, but it's about respect and having wisdom. I have wisdom. All of my picking from imagine and tell, we'll do as well as here. What go on? Maybe you will run out of time. Anyway, if anyway, he got go like that. So now I got wisdom. Yeah, you know wisdom. And I have to go get. I'm supposed to go on. No, that's the thing. When you use wisdom, sooner as we go everything there. But no wisdom, nothing, and nobody, you don't respect that. You see, the kind of problem with him. When people want to be people, I go to the other man. We don't know. You get power, I mean, everything they want to you, and you'll be able to use it for your people, for your people protection. You see that? Thank you, my brother.
Thank you very much. Thank you, William. Debbie, we leave you right there. William, the calls are interesting. Very, very interesting. Well, we'll leave it right there. Let's talk to this person. Go ahead. 1 minute. How are you? Good evening, my dear brother. Let's hear you, sir.
Thank you very much. And good evening to our resident and good evening to Elisa. In my mind, this is a diplomatic slap in the face of the quote-unquote 42 years experience.
Can you fool that, bro?
Yes, that's exactly what happened. Because those guys boasted that this Pape was much experienced. This Pape was a chief architect of governance.
They respect the man all what it was.
So go years, they say you're international contact.
They respect it. Come on, beautiful, bro.
Yes, you visited the next into your country.
But listen, when we're school in school, we're all over there go bad. That thousand can be shining with yellow plastic.
Exactly.
Yeah, the clothes, when you wear the clothes. Yeah, and the shirt then when you wear the shirt from Canada, so when you rebrush you see 40% wearing the same shirt. At the beginning of the like rough clothes there. So
on a serious note, and his government must tell us the truth.
Oh yeah.
The truth must be in our place, and they need to tell us the truth instead of beating around the bush.
Thank you.
This is not thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you very much. Let's see and talk to the other person. Go ahead. How are you? How you doing?
How are you?
Okay. Go ahead quickly.
I just want to make some clarification concerning the person who said that they gave Joseph Boakai money and we are trying to do that. If Joseph Boakai can compromise the safety of the president, man who are presidents, and be off for takeoffs, what can he do? He receive money.
Okay. I just do not believe that money will pay him do more here. But I will take it.
Do you believe that he received takeoff?
No, I mean the donation made from Guinea. They think Guinea will give you a hat now. Guinea gave Bill back a pick up.
But on a stage of
that the first time when I see Guinea gave la bro so the say Guinea I go again get la bro Guinea. And you can tell them China India the part of my connection when I go Guinea for Guinea.
Why didn't Guinea compromise this by other arrangement, but rather they say sick that and then deploy the next day?
Because I remember Kabina Jane and other lawyers were agitating for one sheriff who was in prison and again the fire, habeas corpus, all that other things for him. And up to now, the men don't know where the sheriff is. They said sheriff Guinea.
There were like lots of fires.
Yeah, and when they say Guinea, the men say they send people up to Labrador for battle system. Way back when Joe said they used to carry tape a kid long people and Carolina and give battle of men and smoke fish. We see you. Take care. Bye. We leave you right here. Let's go and take another call. Massey is making me laugh. Trust me. Uma not easy. This one, go ahead. Let's hear you quickly. No problem. I see what issue here, but I see what issue. We're going to reach that level. I see what issue. Let them finish. It's about time we keep talking about what will keep the country in one piece and not in pieces. This person, go ahead. 1 minute. Good evening, my dear brother. Let's hear you, sir.
Thank you. I'm calling from the county where one serious is going on. The bad person is celebrating his birthday. I'm going to school to KOK.
Oh, yeah. Jamaica was celebrating your birthday yesterday. Why getting so in Luca? Can you imagine?
Yeah. So this is Nima talking about KOK. Yeah, so KOK, to the issue, you know, one thing that caught my attention, KOK, it was so sorrowful to me when I looked at the face of
how is Nima? Because you got border with Guinea too.
For now, Nima is calm, KOK. For now, Nima is calm, but mind you, the Guineans, they are on the light.
Okay,
yeah, I can tell you for this.
All right.
Yeah, so
you may want to.
KOK, when I listen to the, when I listen to the president,
go ahead.
In return, from Conakry, when I generally posted a question to him, and he said it was just a short discussion on which had to do with the relationship between they and the Guineans to build a relationship. But mind you, KOK, the person went there just in the need of because Guineans were claiming their lands or they want a land. But the president is also forgetting to know such a thing as important in your own backyard, Liberia. Looking at people demolishing that place without any settlements, without proper and no good actions. When you're looking for her to fly to go Guinea with the Liberia taxpayer money to go and beg Dimion, which different president have to take you there to carry out negotiation. So the president had to retract that statement that he made going. He's not creating new lands. It sounds so sorrowful. So the land that is important. Now Guinea is trying to take the land from you.
Yeah,
you as president.
Yeah, so Guinea said the land for them now. So should we also say Ghana making new land? So should Dumuya say Ghana making new land?
You see that, KOK? You have to take the taxpayer money to go Conakry to beg Dumuya just for 1 hour time to come back. What's about the common people who've been living here for the past 40, 50 years?
Okay.
You're taking the priority over there from there.
Okay.
Saying how to think and retract that statement. That's the only way to go number with him.
Okay. All right. So,
platform.
Thank you very much. So President Baka should retract the statement where he said Ghana making new land. Let's talk to the person. Go ahead. 1 minute. How are you? How you doing? We'll play one song here. The song is intended for national unity. Go ahead. Get my car.
Thank you. And I'm the visually impaired that is pushing for the return of President we are 2029 because there is a serious leadership deficit in Liberia. You know, so look, it's not only that Baka should retract the governor creating the new land. He should go for fast and pray. Let the unity party pastor then get around here fast and pray. And also ask God for forgiveness when he said that Liberia could fly ended. Okay? He predicted the envy of Liberia is cheating go on. And what did they do? They cheat in the election. So everything he ever declared as a president of the country, as the leader of the country, it was happening to us now. Okay? Why it didn't happen, Grandma Ellen Joseph said, even the Charleston when the war was fighting here. Why didn't it happen? But when they honor his leadership, but yeah, it's an issue. The owner lacks the ability to solve problems. He don't. You watch him when he took over Unity Party. What happened? The Unity Party that win election here, it was other collaborative political party or alliance that helped them to win the election. When you took over the CPP, what you saw happening? Who said Baka should ever occupy the position or over the agriculture ministry here? Why are we seeing here concerning agriculture here? So this is why when these things are happening, he wants for people to go with it so that he'll be able to shake the blame on them. If he asks Baka today, he will tell you say that Maravi.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
To say yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. We talk to the last person that we play one song and go home. You're the last caller on the line. This should be Emmanuel Payne. Go ahead, Emmanuel.
Yeah, good evening, Oliver, from your end.
Go ahead.
Our border issue, I'm looking at it in a different way, understand? Don't look at the connection of the Guinean president. For me, I consider it as a rebel because the way in which he took over.
They may call you letter again, so forget what it is.
Yeah, I understand, but he took over as a coup president, military president. Now, look at the border issue, right? That border has existed a long time. And now that man, international community now recognize him. Understand? So, if now you understand that Nigerians are seeking mineral finances, whether I go or Dama, I don't know. So now, I think from my understanding, he wants to possess that area, so he can be able to get money, to certain support the government and himself. So I think that's the reason why he's doing all the aggression to the people.
Okay. So did you read the Liberian government release? The Liberian government said they will stop all money activities. So are you not looking at where you sleep? You're not looking at the people you further?
Yeah, but I understand where the Liberian government is going to try to use pension for injuries also because this man is then violent. The government has to come with a statement.
Okay, all right, Mr. Penn. Thank you very much. Thank you. We gotta go. Jerome, Alexa, we have to go. There is a song here calling for peace and security in the Mana River Union basin. Let's see whether we can just play two. You know, how do you call it? Yeah, just play pizza. What? Dana the song. Okay, so go ahead. Go ahead. We gotta go. Then send it.
So you're speaking in court.
Go ahead, Vanja.
So we'll be back here on tomorrow by God's grace. But I would just like to say one thing as well to the young people who managed to have raised our flag the other day. I know you did that because
you might not go there again.
Let me say Martin.
Okay.
I know you guys did that because you felt the need to protect your land, your home, but you're unarmed. And as it is now, please do not take any risk. We know that you're brave. We know that you're courageous. We know that you're patriotic. But at about this point in time, do not risk anything to go back there and say you want to protect your land. Rest, you've done well, and the government will do what they're supposed to do or what they should do. But we'll be back here tomorrow.
Okay, Jerome, we're going.
And tonight, Barcelona, but just forget it. We're beating people by way.
I think I just want to say one thing. Joseph Boaga, when you stop lying, you're not down. Thank you.
We'll return here on tomorrow. Have yourself a wonderful time. God bless you. Bye-bye. Regardless of whatever the situation is, the Mana River Union should have peace. And we're playing this song to encourage peace, security, harmony, unity, and everything. You know, regardless of where we are, let the 3 countries remain peaceful. The 4 countries, rather, because Araku is a part of the Mana River Union. The river ain't reaching there, but for security's sake, they're also there. And so until then, have yourself a wonderful time. God bless you, and let's enjoy the song.